Alright, how's everybody doing? We're just gonna have a little nonchalant, chillax sort of stream before I head off to my bitch-ass day job. If anyone's in the chat, tell me what the fuck you're eating. We're gonna do a quick snack check. I'm still eating that fucking calzone from yesterday. And I got a dragon fruit Mountain Dew and a cool blue Gatorade thirst quencher. We'll be the judge of that. Not really quenched, but I mean, it's tasty. Fuck it, that's good enough. Alright, let's get right into the stream. Enough dilly-dallying. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? I think I got more than enough preamble out of this, but I wanted to make a quick note just because I thought it was funny. That all my fucking hashtags are still in, like every hashtag that I used is in the description of this video for no fucking reason. It looks like it's deleted, but like it doesn't go away, and I don't know how to make it go away. So over this stream it says Bioshock, Call of Duty, World at War, Music, and Reaction. Like I accidentally didn't put in a T in reaction, so it's misspelled. I'm fucking illiterate. Alright, let's get right into this bullshit. I got a new segment that I want to test out. I think you guys will like it. Alright. You guys fucking disappointed yet? Oh, I don't think we need it. Oh, wow, that looks... This is why we're testing shit out. Hold on, let's see if we can, Man, what the fuck? What up, Cat? I was waiting... I was waiting on pretty much just you. Pretty much. Hold on, let's see if I can actually... Fuck, hold on. Yeah, that's a little neater. Whew, and that's exactly why we test things. Alright. So that chat looks a little bit heinous, but there we go. Alright, that's good enough. That's good enough. We'll call that, like, horseshoes. There we go. Yeah, boring stream. This is no longer an awesome stream. This is the fucking boring stream. But we're gonna read some shit just before I go to work because, you know, just might as well. Might as well. I also just realized I gotta put in some, like, background music for this because this is gonna get stale real fast. Unless you like the ASMR of me drinking fucking Mountain Dew. For some reason, you weirdo. Alright. Alright, the films listed below have been cited by a variety of notable music critics. Fuck, I can't even separate the word music and critic anymore. This is... I'm too deep into this shit. By a variety of notable critics and varying media sources as among being... Oh my god, being among the worst films ever made. Examples of such sources include Metacritic, Roger Ebert's list of most hated films, the Golden Turkey Awards, Leonard Martin's Movie Guide, Rotten Tomatoes, pop culture writer Nathan Rabin's My World of Flops, the Stinker's Bad Movie Award. They gave him a fucking toilet? Of course it goes to Tom Green. Is that like the first ever one? Oh, hold on. I wasn't done looking at it. Yeah, for Freddy Got Fingered, yeah. That was a pretty big shit bowl. Originally introduced to honor Tom Green. Since he'd ever accepted it, they then offered it to Halle Berry for Catwoman to no avail. I mean, why do they keep making these, like, bullshit trophies that, like... I don't know. I don't get it. Like, obviously they're not going to accept it. Like, why do they keep making it? I mean, it's funny, but why do they expect them to, like, walk on stage and be like, yeah, this movie sucked dick, and I'm glad that, you know, I'm glad I got to accept this award. Like, why would they think that they would be happy about it? It's fucking weird. I like the theory that Freddy Got Fingered was Tom Green's Troll of Hollywood. I mean, it probably was. Like, it's honestly so shitty, I can't really see it as anything else. But then again, there's a lot of excuses like, oh, I was just trolling, and just to cover up your tracks for something stupid that you did. Like, I've seen it too many times, like, and I don't know. Like, Tom Green, I'm assuming, like, is not that much different if he is, like, the trolling type, you know, the trolling type, you know? Heavy quotations. First handed out in 1997. Jesus Christ, these things are fucking old. Man, people have been bitching about movies since for fucking ever. The cult TV series Mystery Science Theater 3000, a long span of cinematic Titanic. Oh, there was spin-offs of this shit? Cool. Film crew and riff tracks. Oh god, riff tracks. Man, that... riff tracks was such like an old school internet ass thing, man. That's when we still use like HTML1. The Golden Razzies Award, yeah, the Razzies Awards, yeah, blah, 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 blah. We got the main fucking idea. Alright. Maniac. I wanted to dive into this one first because this one seems... I don't know, like, interesting, I suppose. Like, we're still kind of testing the waters on this sort of thing. I want to have, like, a segment where we dive deep and go into, like, the rabbit holes of shit. I'll try to make this as interesting as possible. Again, like a new thing. We're just trying to see how this goes. Maniac, also known as Sex Maniac, is a 1934 American independent black and white exploitation horror film by Dwayne Esper. I actually wonder if this is like one of the first exploitation films to really be made. First appeared in the early 20s. Oh, early 20s, so nah, it's not like one of the first. Never mind. I think Tom Green was a troll before internet trolls even got labeled as such. He later got involved and with 4chan. They started trolling him, but then he leaned into it. He has his own rabbit hole. Oh god, yeah. I mean, excuse me. I really don't know dick all about Tom Green, man. Maybe, well, I mean, that might be another worst of Wikipedia thing we got to go into. That might have to be a completely different thing all on its own. Loose adaptation of the 1843 Edgar Allan Poe story, The Black Cat, with references to murders in the Rue Morgue. Is that also by Poe? Yeah, it is. Esper and Stady also made the 1936 exploitation film Marijuana. Motherfucker spelled it with an H. It's like a fucking, it's like how Mr. Garrison says it. No, kids, don't be smoking marijuana. Oh my god, we're already going, like, way off the rails. You can watch the whole film here. Spooky. Oh, the music's kind of cool. Oh, the film farted. Oh my god, no, you can't even... I'm a fucking dipshit. You can't even hear anything. Can you? No, wait, no, you can. No, you fucking can't. I'm an idiot. I'm actually stupid. You couldn't even hear... Sorry. I mean, you didn't really much hear... You didn't miss much of anything. So, like, the film farted and, like, the music's kind of cool. That's it. Like, it's nothing that interesting, I promise. I'm gonna raise this a little bit. For centuries, the world has been aware of the narcotic menace. We have completely... Yep. We have complacently watched Asiatic countries attempt to rid themselves of drug curse and attributed their failure to lack of education. Calling them stupid. We consider ourselves enlightened and think that we could never succumb to such a fate, but did you know that the use of marijuana is steadily increasing among the youth of this country? Did you know that the youthful criminal is our greatest problem? Oh, the youthful criminal is our greatest problem today. And that marijuana... Give it such like a luxurious little font too. Marijuana. It gives the user false courage and destroys conscience, thereby making crime alluring smart. Man, this is fucking weird. Yo, what up? I can catch this one because I got the day off work. Oh, what's up, man? I'm not gonna be streaming for that long. I'm just streaming because I got work later today and I woke up early. That's it. Gotta, you gotta squeeze that a little bit just to make it look a little nicer. There we go. These narcs always use kids as their reasoning for cracking down on perfectly acceptable drugs for adults. I mean, yeah. Like, you know, it fucking, like, and you know what's funny? Marijuana is, like, touted about as being like, oh, it's so, like, dangerous to, like, kids and shit and all that. But, like, at least considering, like, what the film is about and, like, the time and just, like, when this was released, I think kids were just really fucking stupid just in general. Like, I think they just assume kids are just retards, which I don't blame them. But, like, I think, like, they just always treated kids like they were stupid. Like, they just always did. And maybe they were. So maybe it's not, like, you know, marijuana. I'm just saying. You know, like, Ed has a perfectly valid point. Maybe it's not the weed and all that shit that's the problem. Maybe it's just the dumbass kids doing dumbass things. You know? Ever thought of that? But, oh, how rude of me. I didn't even ask you, Beatlemaniac. How have you been? How have you been? How was your work yesterday? That is the price we are paying for our lack of interest in the narcotics situation. Alright. The story is drawn from an actual case history on the file of police records of one of our largest cities. Dude, they're just so horse shit. Marijuana, hashish of the Orient, is commonly distributed as a doped cigarette. Its most terrifying effect is that it fires the user into extreme cruelty and license. Oh shit, cruelty. I better see a motherfucker with a chainsaw. Yeah, now kids, don't do weed. It's dangerous. By the way, 5 cents for a beer. You get a pint for like 10. Whoa, what happened to the picture? Everything's fucked up. It's all wiggly. Look at all these fucking nerds. I was off yesterday as well, and they didn't put me on the schedule for today, even though I always work on Fridays, so I went in and then I was like, and now I'm leaving home. I am. Man, you're showing them who's boss. Hold on, someone texted me. Oh, okay, I got you. There we go. Look at these fucking nerds. There's not even a fucking piano in the song. Like, there's no piano. Or maybe there is. I don't know. It's hard to hear.
Oh, Jimmy, you don't love me. I'm a fool. I'm a fool.
I know, Sally, but I don't mind. And your parents knew what their kids were doing even.
If my mother and dad had come to places like this, I wouldn't be here now.
You fucking idiot. That doesn't look like beer. That doesn't look like beer at all. That's a great shot. You know, when I fucking worked at a bar, I used to be a bar cook. There was actually somebody who peed themselves like at the bar. So this is just reliving trauma. Oh my god. I don't even get it. Why is he pouring a glass of beer into a cup? Just drink out of it, you fuck. This is the man. The 30s, like some just fucking like changed the brain chemicals of people in the 30s. Like something was wrong with him. Maybe he's using the beer pouring as a cover for pissing at the bar. Oh my god. It's a likely theory. Gross, dude. I mean, I didn't have to clean it up, so I just thought it was funny. But if I had to clean it up, I would have fucking walked. Again, I would have walked again for like the third time. I was like one of those guys, like I hated the job, but I needed the money, so I would just like walk out and be like, all right, guys, it's me again. Can you give me another shot? Whoa, whoa, what the fuck? Whoa.
It's awfully good of you to say that, Morgan.
All right.
I'm gonna raise the volume a tiny bit.
Thank you, Mrs. Roberts.
That should be good.
Hello, dear.
Hello, Morgan.
I'll get my things.
All right.
No, it's still quiet. What the fuck?
Morgan and I will be running along now. Don't be lonesome. No, I won't. Your sister will be home early. Where is Burma tonight? She went over to her friend Jones to do homework. That's good. Now, don't worry about Burma. I know she's high-spirited. And you know Morgan's family. I understand. And Burma is just as anxious to see you safely married as I am. I'm sure she is.
Yeah, like, see, I'm like almost cranking
You all
it.
go along.
Oh, there
I
we
won't
go.
be lonely.
There we go.
I'll be working on your trousseau.
Good night.
Good night.
The volume's a little inconsistent. Sorry about that. I'm trying, I promise. This isn't me being stupid this time. I don't think. I hope the fucking stoner of this film looks like Glenn Danzig with short hair. Like, you know, like those evil fucks that have like the black circles around the eyes and they got like the messy hair. They got like the little ducktail for the hair. It's like, oh, you want to buy some weed?
What are you laughing at, Burma? Oh, I'm
That's got to be loud. Sorry. Yeah. Well, no, they didn't have the best audio anything. Like, yeah.
enjoying the halls of higher learning, Joy.
Ah, this is just the beginning. Soon I'll be working, and then we'll go to the high rolling places.
So you consider me one of the nation's nifties.
What do you think anybody of the back of the... You know what? Let's go back to the Wikipedia article. I mean, I'm sure you guys aren't missing out on any of this bullshit. I'm sure you guys aren't missing out at all. Release. All right. Roadshow attractions. Roadshow attractions packaged marijuana with the short from How to Undress in Front of Your Husband. Whoa. Oh, mama. PG-13. In an April 13th, 1938... in an April 13th, 1938? What? Is Wikipedia fucking illiterate now? Alright. The poet Elizabeth Bishop details a Key West, Florida screening of marijuana. We have settled down to the summer session of banned movies. I went to... Oh, it was banned? I mean, I thought it was shitty. You didn't have to, like, make it illegal. I went to marijuana last night. Several thousand... Whoa. I forgot the time period. There goes my channel. There it goes. Well, that Cubans and I fought our way in, and then we were all very disappointed. Even the two thrills of the preview were not repeated. And the whole production was staged in what looked like a dentist's office, the lavish apartment of a dope fiend. The poor, wrecked high school set were all Hollywood matrons of at least 40, and at one point the corrupted darlings went for a nude swim. You saw little white specks way out in the ocean. Then, what's going on there? And the bedraggled Maltrons were shown covering themselves with blankets. Even from descriptions of marijuana, I thought there'd be some slow motion work at least. Wait, for the 30s, they had slow motion? I didn't know. I didn't realize how early slow motion originated. That's crazy. The original trailer showed a girl being brutally attacked, but this scene does not appear in the final film. So I guess even at the time, the film was just underwhelming and shitty. That actually kind of sucks because this, I'm telling you, this right here goes hard. This is oh wow, this layout looks like shit with everything else, this layout looks like shit, but for the articles, this looks fine. But no, but this poster looks really cool. Ah, fuck, wrong thing. There we go. Something like smuggled drugs. Ah, man, who cares? In Negroes is what they call the cell back then. Remember, black was pejorative then, now it's swapped. Yeah, see, like, I understand that. I just, look, it doesn't really bother me. It doesn't, like, I'm not resisting saying that because, like, I have, like, some sort of, like it gets me all up in arms or anything. I just know that YouTube would probably, like, come knocking down my door and start shooting me in the head. Like YouTube just is really, really, really sensitive with what you can say. Like, I can't even say the word, like, kill without getting demonetized. But my channel's not monetized, so I don't give a shit. But, like, there's other words that if you use it, like, you could just straight up get your channel deleted. So I'm just trying to tread lightly, you know? Around certain things, anyway. You know. Alright, no, but see, this right here, Sex Maniac, is what... Again, these, like, look, these movies might be ass, but these posters are so cool, man. Like, they actually took, like, a little bit of care into, like, how the posters looked. Now everything just kind of looks the same. Well, I guess everything looked the same back then, too, but, like, it was all the same cool picture, but now it's, like, the same, like, menacing, like, tough, like, aura farming-ass picture. Like, it's so boring. It's so gray to me. I don't care about it. The only one that's, like being tough and serious that looks cool to me is the Call of Duty Black Ops loading screen. That's the only one that looks cool to me. Everything else can suck it. Alright. The restored version... Oh, what's up? That's my stripper named Sex Man. Whoa! I mean, I get it, but whoa. Oh my god. They called Beatlemaniac 72 the horny Beatle. A restored version was made available in 1999 as part of a double feature with another Epser film, Narcotic. John Wilson, the founder of the Golden Raspberry Award, named Maniac one of the 100 most amusingly bad movies ever made in his book, The Official Razzie Movie Guide. Maniac has received negative reception since its release, considered one of the worst films ever made. Okay, let's see a little bit of it. JK. Okay. You were just trolling us, right? Just like Tom Green? Yeah. I don't know if you were here for that disco. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the? Oh, holy shit. I'm assuming that wasn't in the original film. That just looks like Wednesday, like with the old man face. I like this font though. The brain, in and of its physical self, does not think any more than a musical instrument can give forth melody without the touch of the musician's hand. The brain is indeed the instrument of thinking, but the mind is the skillful player that makes it give forth the beautiful harmony of thought. That was actually quite distinguished sounding. I actually kind of like that. It is because of the disastrous results of fear, thought not only on the individual, but on the nation, that it becomes the duty of every sane man and woman to establish quarantine against fear. Fear is a you're going fast as shit, dude. Fear is a psychic disease which is highly contagious and extraordinarily infectious. Fear thought... Just say fear. Fear is most dangerous when it parades as forethought. Combat fear by replacing it with faith. Resist worry with confidence. Oh, okay, so it's written by an MD. That's why it sounds smart. So, like, no one on the team actually wrote that. Okay. Unhealthy thought creates warped attitudes, which in turn create criminals and manias. That is also, like, a super hard quote. I don't know, so far this movie seems awesome. The Chicago Crime Commission made a survey of 40,000 convicted criminals and found them all suffering from the same mental disease. Weed. Wait, is this movie about weed? Or is this just like a maniac? Oh, oops. Oh, I didn't really want to do that either, sorry. Sounds like a fucking doorbell.
Tonight, my dear Maxwell, I'm ready to try my experiment on a human. Yes? In the morgue, there is a lethal gassed suicide. An ideal specimen.
Have you made arrangements?
No. You know I do not work under prying eyes. You will find a way for me to work without detection. It is your chance and protection.
Man, this acting is so ass. I'm sure they'll find some way to tie drugs into this, but I assume this is some film about how hookers lead to and murder or something. Yeah. Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know what the fuck a scientist has to do with this, but like, so I guess that's kind of a drug thing. You know, they like, I don't know what the word is for, fucking they poison people or whatever the fuck, whatever.
I will never forget what you have done, and will do anything to help you. But the morgue, dead people. Suppose we should be caught.
How many times have you told me of your impersonations?
What?
That you never had a chance. Maybe your art will serve you after all. You have seen the coroner? Why not impersonate him?
No.
That's it!
No.
Impersonate him! The time has come when you can repay me for what I have done.
It's horrible, I tell you. Working on the dead. Trying to bring back life. It's not natural. You with your weird ideas. Haven't I stayed here and nursed dying dogs? Yeah. And even that miserable cat? And for what?
The cat did not make that
For a
noise.
measly roof and food. Because you took me in. And I was down and out.
Once a ham, always.
It's like a sex Frankenstein. Dude, I hope it is.
A ham. You, an actor? But don't forget, my dear Maxwell, the police would be very glad to find you.
I didn't mean I wouldn't.
The cat's a cop.
Of course not. In time, you may become a great man.
He clearly cannot roll his R's. He can't do "Rrr, you'll be a great man." He can't do it. And he's struggling through that accent. It's kind of sad to listen to. The cat's gonna go narc on them. Found the weed stash. Whoa! You leave Shaddy alone. Is this a fucking morgue? Is this what they looked like back then? They looked like Dracula's fucking hotel.
This is the one. Here.
Why?
File number 26941. Maria Altura, 24, suicide. Carbon monoxide gas, not claimed.
They wrote all that on her finger? Does she have a tag? Because I don't see one. Yep, she's dead. Okay, that's new.
to work fast. Thank gosh. Them stiffs is getting heavier and more of them every day.
Between the gangsters and the auto drivers, we don't need another war to carry off the population.
You didn't even mention suicides. They even got the coroner working overtime. Say, did you see the beaut that come in today?
Did I?
She's the one that has the car.
Are these the sex maniacs? These guys are weird. Oh, like, this is just fucking strange. Like, this is like...
What? Special autopsy?
Must be.
You're not even gonna go ask? Is it normal for them to start staring at the camera while talking? I mean...
I wonder who that old Santa Claus.
I don't know.
I must get her out of here.
I think they're just shitty actors. No! They know what they're doing. Come on. Dude, they're like on a film that got recognized by thousands of people, alright? They know what they're doing. Like, you can call them shitty all you want, but we're watching the film. So who's the real idiot?
Unlock the side door and back up the cart. But watch out for the guard. And as soon as he's out of the way, we'll take her out of here.
Say it even louder so everyone can hear. We're the real idiots for watching the...
The
Yep.
corpse of the young woman has been stolen.
Yes, and it sure has me puzzled. Why, my thought...
This is fucking boring. Get to the sex.
But not one word out. This is but a step. Oh, you fool!
Oh, there we go.
You failed me in the greatest moment of my life. Here, go.
Whoa. Alright, that's what I'm talking about.
It lives.
I know.
It's so very urgent. Will you tell him that Miss...
May help it.
Oh. Of the insane or general paralysis of the insane. Or the criminologist, there is marked failure of memory, poor retention, impaired judgment, and failure to on the part of the patient to curb his primitive tendencies. Like, okay. Ah, didn't want to do that.
I want Satan.
Satan?
The gleam. You wretch. Stand between me and salvation, will you?
Oh, there we go. Pop a titty. Do it. Alright, I can't actually show nudity, but I'll save it for later. Why is this shit like... Hold on. I must fix this. I think I must fix this. Something's wrong. Or maybe it's... Hold on. Nah, I don't know what I'm doing. Never mind. There's just like a weird black bar that's like at the top of my screen, so I don't know. Hey kid, is the stream cutting out for you too? My internet has been crap recently, so it might just be on my... Oh, is it cutting out? Oh dear. That's why we test these things. Good thing this is just a test stream. Oh, it's fine? Oh, okay, okay. Okay, so Don Maxwell is a former vaudeville impersonator who's working as a lab assistant to... What are these fucking names, dude? Alright. Bring the dead back to life, Don Killer, as he attempts to hide his crime by becoming the doctor, taking over his work and copying his appearance and mannerisms. So it's probably just on mine then, thanks to my internet. Oh, yeah, rest in pickles, man. So I don't know if they'll actually show nudity, but you could always screen it offline. I guess that you guys could just look it up on Wikipedia. Just look up sex maniac boobs. The doctor treats a mental... Wait, why is it in quotes? Doctor is an actor. Oh, okay. Accidentally injects him with adrenaline, which causes the man to go on violent fits. In one of these fits, Buckley kidnaps, tears... Wow. Buckley's wife discovers the body of the real doctor and blackmails Dawn for turning her husband into a zombie. Blackmails? Man, like, zombies didn't really have, like, the conventions that we have now, do we? Because, like, if your husband's, like, a zombie, you don't, like, blackmail shit. You just kill the thing. Okay, so I was right. Yeah, you were. Yeah. She got the Frankenwiener. The ersatz doctor turns the tables on her by manipulating the woman into fighting with his estranged wife, Alice Maxwell, a former showgirl. When a cat breeding neighbor Goof was... What? Dude, these films are batshit. Cat's name is Satan the cat. They find the real doctor behind a brick wall. Okay, cool. So this whole movie just kind of sounds like a nothing burger, and that's pretty much what I wrote, or pretty much what I saw. Cast notes. All right, several key cast members in the film were uncredited, most notably the cat farming neighbor Goof, the detective, and Maria Altura. The woman from Dr. Meerschultz brings back to life. The actress who doubled for Ultra in the brief nude scene has also not been identified. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. Just, like, appearing in a film to never ever be... Like, you're essentially, like, wiped off the face of the planet. Like, that's the only fucking, like, proof that you even existed. Hey, I gotta hop off for a little bit. I'll be back if you're... Alright, I might be live within the next, like, 30, 40 minutes. Like, something like that. I mean, I'll be around. I am gonna be leaving at some point, though. Take care. Hope to see you soon. Just you and me, Kit. We gotta tough it out. We gotta tough it out. Horace B. Carpenter was a producer, director, and actor in the silent era who generally portrayed white-haired characters in westerns, and once sound emerged. Oh, okay. Wait, Horace B. Carpenter, was that like the Mad Doctor? Wait, hold on, is that... Holy shit, is this like his only, like, notable film? I mean, he has plenty of other ones, but is this like the most notable? Like, this is the only one anyone gives a shit about? Oh, this is tough as hell. Oh, this is tough. Wait a minute. Dude. This is cool. Oh, that's sick. The Clown? Clowns were a little underdeveloped back then. Holy moly. Yeah, I don't really see any other movies I recognize, so wait, Outlaw Justice. I think I recognize that. Unless that's just like a generic ass name, and they just kind of use it everywhere. Riders of the Desert. I might recognize that one. Who knows? Pueblo Terror. A lot of Westerners. I mean, a lot of Westerners. Fuck me. A lot of Westerns. What is this list you're looking at? Oh, it's a bunch of like... So you know that like Mad Doctor that couldn't pronounce R's for shit? This is his selected filmography. There's not a whole lot to, like, that I really... Wait, he was a director? No shit. I feel like I know what Wild and Woolly is. I feel like I heard of that. Oh. This is the only film that Bill Woods performed in. He later became a makeup artist working in film and television until 1968. Oh, cool. Marion Blackton is sometimes reported incorrectly as appearing in male drag as the neighbor who catches and breeds cats. She plays a female neighbor who is questioned by the detective. The male actor who plays Goof has not been identified. Blackton was the sister of Maniac's assistant director and daughter of J. Stewart Blackton, founder of Vitagraph Studios, and the father of American animation. Wow, seriously? Oh, that's kind of a cool little connection. The actress named Phyllis Diller in the film is of no relation to comedian Phyllis Diller. Thanks, dude. Well, that guy did a ton, but honestly, it seems like the bar was a lot lower back then. Well, also, to be fair, like, I think Hollywood was, back then, like, you know, since everything was, like, so primitive, everything was, like, really streamlined. You didn't have all those, like, bells and whistles. You just got, like, it's, like, kind of, like, I don't know, like, everything was more simplistic back then, so I imagine, like, the process of like filmmaking was a little bit simpler. There weren't so many like variables that went into it. Like, it was still a lot of painstakingly hard work, don't get me wrong, but it's like not nearly as much now, because like you need like the SFX artists, you need like the post-production, you need then you have the production and fucking like just all this other stuff that comes on like afterwards, like the sound design shit, and you know, the like any sort of like visual effect, any sort of audio effect that would be in post-production. I think that's really what I'm thinking about, just the post-production aspect of it. But back then it was just like you got the take and then you kept going. It's possible they were now more open to ideas and figuring out what would be a hit, so they didn't exclude as much. Yeah. But the point I was trying to make is that since like the process was a little bit easier, they were able to make more movies. Like, because it was so, like, it was a very fairly, I shouldn't say very straightforward, but it was a fairly straightforward process compared to today. Production was, well, I mean, it also doesn't help that the budget, yeah, I think that's another thing, the budget of the film was, like, really, really, really low. And that was probably a lot of the films that he worked on, like, low-ass budgets. The film was shot on a minuscule budget of $75,000, which I don't even know how much that would be in today's money, but, I mean, like $7,500, like, I know for a fact isn't that much back then. I think a typical movie budget back then was like $100,000 or something. According to the film's financier, Sun, and like many of actor Dwayne Esper's films, was self-distributed on the exploitation roadshow circuit. Oh, a roadshow circuit. Cool. Yeah, it was simpler. It didn't need special effects. It was more like capturing live plays on film. Yeah, that's a good analogy. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I don't know if it's like an analogy. Well, you said it was like, that's a simile. Yeah. But it's a good way of like describing it. Sorry, I'm just, my brain's been stupid. It's always been stupid, but you know what? Time to take my brain pills. Snack check, fish oil pills. It doesn't taste like fish though. Man, like, as soon as they make, like, salmon flavored, like, smoked salmon flavored fish oil pills, like, they're gonna be out within, like, an hour because of me. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Whatever the fuck that means. After the initial disappointing returns and no reviews in the media of the time. Oh, motherfuckers didn't even touch it. Oh my goodness. The film was retitled Sex Maniac with great success. It became notorious for a scene in which one character strangles a cat and then eats its eyeball. Oh my god, that's awesome. I was smoking. Ah, shit, man, I'm contributing to the marijuana outbreak. Sorry. The footage that is superimposed over the scenes where the actor, having shot the mad scientist, is descending into madness while bricking his victim inside a wall, originated from the 1922 Danish-Swedish film Häxan. Oh, Häxan! I actually remember this film. What the fuck? James Rolfe covered it on Cinemassacre's Monster Madness. I think that's what it was. He was covering it. Is the film Häxan related to the video game film Hexen? No, because I think like a Hexen is like, because I know what's like a hex, like a black magic spell, and I think Hexen is like more close to that. Like, I think they were just tying in like the medieval like wizardry aspect of it, of like fucking, you know, hexes and spells and shit. I think that's all that it is. Like, I don't think these two are related, but we'll see. I don't know. Maybe there is like a legacy thing. Oh, it's public domain? Fuck yeah. Oh, that's a joke. Hexen is a sequel to Heretic. Oh, okay, I wouldn't know. I only really like stuck to like Duke 3D and Doom. I don't know shit about those other things. And a little bit of Wolfenstein. You know, it's kind of crazy to think that like Wolfenstein leaned more into like Hexen and Heretic, like with those spell shit, than like Doom and Duke Nuke 3D. Like it didn't really stay with like the whole World War II thing. It went into like weird like mysticism shit. It's also a shame that the 2007 or 2006 version sucked so much dick, because you want to know something? It looks gorgeous. It looks phenomenal. And I showed it to my friend and he freaked the fuck out. Like, but you can't even buy it on Steam. Look, even if the game is ass, even if the game is dog ass, I still want to play it because it looks gorgeous. If nothing else, I want to have like a VR world where I could just like walk around in it, but it would probably get like taken down because, you know, like all the German flags, you know. Blah, blah, blah. It's not even in English. Come on. Oh, and it's a silent film. Whoa, what was that? Why is he up in his cheeks like that? It's good art, though. I kind of like it. All right, come on. Get to, like the really scary shit. Whoa. Too hot for TV. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Dude, this is the cool shit. The 20s kicked ass. See, like, this sort of filmography is it's so cool. Look at that. Like, there's no, like, frills. There's no, like, fucking, like, extra special, like, cheesy shit. It's just, like, really good makeup and some good lighting. I mean, I'm sure there's like more into it, but you get what I mean. Like the camera's not moving all over the place, like just like circling around like extra extreme cinematography. You just set up a camera somewhere and you just go ape shit. This is so cool, man. Schuldemswerk. That is fucking metal. This could still hold up here today. Yeah, you know, honestly, like just like the way that everything looks, and I hate to, wow, that's cool. I don't know if this is like actually cool or if it just doesn't take a lot to impress me. But I really do think that this thing is so cool and it's like so neat looking. It's like, it is like BioShock where like it clearly has like, it shows its age, but like it's so stylized and so like filled to the brim with personality. It's never going to look bad. It's never going to look like outdated. You know what I mean? Did you watch the new Nosferatu? This reminds me of that style. It harkens back to the silent film era. I did not, but you know what? If I can manage to put it on the awesome stream, I might do it. Man, this looks so nice. Dude, this is like the coolest shit ever. Oh my god. Wow. Dude, holy shit. Yeah, we gotta make like a whole stream just watching this first before we get into anything else because man, that's cool. Nosferatu has some not safe for work 2 content. Oh, that was terrible. Boo. Boo. That was terrible. Get off the stage! But it's really neat. Oh, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film holds the approval rating of 89% based on 9 reviews with a weighted average of 6.8. Really? So bad it's good? No, this shit is boring. It's not so bad it's good. You just like titties. Just be honest. Such as Rob Gonsalves of eFilmCritic.com, who called it a true trash masterpiece. Leonard Maltin awarded the film the lowest rating of bomb, calling it a typically delirious Esper schlockfest, filmed mostly in somebody's basement. I mean, that might just be like the coolest aspect of any, like, I don't know, that might be like the only cool aspect of the entire fucking film, because everything else stinks. Danny Perry believes that Maniac is the worst film ever made. Chicago Tribune critic Michael Wilmington, these are like the whitest names, holy shit. In a review for the 2005 horror film Chaos, wrote, "I couldn't say Chaos is the worst movie I've ever seen. There are some voyages into ineptitude like Darwin Esper's anti-classic Maniac." Michael Adams placed the film on a list of 25 movies so bad that they're unmissable. I don't know, it was boring when I saw it. I know I kind of like skimmed through it, but like it's just so fucking like it's like a trudge to go through. It's not even like funny incompetent. It really isn't. What the fuck? List of public domain films in the United States. Nudity in film. And Reefer Madness. Yeah, I know Reefer Madness is a controversial one. Oh, Reefer Madness. That's a... it was the next one over. I mean, I'm sure... I don't know if I should even go into this one, because I feel like everyone's heard of Reefer Madness. Everyone shit on it. Everyone thought it was, like, hysterical and funny and wild. You know, yeah, I mean, I think everyone's heard about it. Propaganda work, yeah. I mean, that's the perfect way to like describe Reefer Madness is just fucking propaganda. Like they just made they just turned a nothing burger into a global pandemic, or like an epidemic. Sorry, I just fucking, you got what I mean. Like it turned into like a big fucking deal. 1936 American exploitation and propaganda work revolving around the melodramatic events that ensue when high school students are lured by pushers. I mean, I guess pressures too. They're pressured in by pushers, and the pushers are pressuring them, and they're applying pressure because they're pushing them to pressure them into like cannabis and all that. To smoke cannabis and consequently become addicted and involved in various crimes such as a hit and run accident, manslaughter, murder, attempted, in out, and descent into madness. Descent into madness is a fucking crime. Association with organized crime and suicide. Oh my god, they got like the anti-weed. Pacific Standard wrote that Reefer Madness was one of the first films to be considered transcendently bad. And Leonard Maltin called it the granddaddy of all worst movies. Las Vegas City Life named it the worst movie ever, run it up to Plan 9 from Outer Space, and news.com. Like, I'm assuming that's Australia. Considered it a disastrous flop turned cult classic due to its terrible acting and exaggerated drug-addicted stereotypes. The Daily Dot included Reefer Madness on... Natalie Amante. See, I avoided the name because it looked complex, so I just ignored it. But no, it's just Natalie Amato. I'm fucking stupid. Natalie Amato of the Daily Dot included Reefer Madness on her... That's my fucking alarm. Time to smoke weed. Sorry about that. Considered it a disastrous fall. Okay, I read that already. Natalie Amato of the Daily Dot included Reefer Madness on her list of the best worst movies, writing that it may be one of the worst movies of all time for the fact that it accomplished the exact opposite of its intended goal by becoming a cult classic among stoners. That's awesome. Leafly's Dante Jordan also wrote that it may be the worst movie of all time, criticizing its many inaccuracies regarding marijuana use and calling it easily one of the most uncreative and tone-deaf pieces of anti-cannabis propaganda. Attempted in-out. Like, yeah, look, I don't know what else to call it, dude. Imagine if the restaurant in In-N-Out was just a brothel. Hey, okay, well, let's not... Come on, man. You were thinking about that idea for a very long time, weren't you? Okay? Like, you just were waiting for the opportunity to pass it by me to see if I'd be like, oh, great idea. Keep that shit in your pants. Don't do it. Reefer Madness 1938 release. Wait, there's like different versions? One of them's a second longer. Formally tell your children. Did you ever see the film Idiocracy? All the Starbucks became brothels. That sounds fucking awesome. Oh, I guess I validated your idea with the in-out with that comment, didn't I? Alright, that's fine. Alright, yeah. Awesome idea. Go draw it. I've never seen Idiocracy though. I heard like I didn't Mike Judge make it. Like anything that Mike Judge makes is pretty much fucking genius. Like Mike Judge is a genius. There's no way to like convince me otherwise. I'm also gonna move this up here because I'm looking at this and this format's kind of bothering me. There we go. I gotta make this look a little bit more snazzy. We'll work with it though. We'll work with it. Yeah, Mike Judge did it. He is a genius. Yep. Like, he's a genius in a way that I can't even really describe it. Like, he takes the like, I heard people say he takes the most ordinary shit and he makes it hysterical, which is a perfect description, but there's just, like, something so, like, there's, like, an undertone to it. Like, he not just... He doesn't just like make fun of everyday life, but like he understands like the most ordinary shit on like an intimate level. Like he knows exactly how to manipulate these situations to make them hysterical. I don't really know how to describe it myself. It doesn't help that I'm fucking illiterate, but I'm telling you, man, like Mike Judge is like, there's just something very quietly like intelligent about like poking fun at like the stupid things in society. It's like a quiet intelligence, you know? He's not like all up like down your throat, you know, about like trying to be funny or nothing. He just does like ordinary shit and it's funny. Like I'm so jealous of him for that. He gets into the head of the characters and it makes it real so we laugh. Yep, that's a good way to put it too. Like I said, he understands it. My god, did all music from the back in the day sound like it was coming out of a fucking soda can? Just blaring. I swear there was other music back in the day that didn't sound like this, but maybe that's just like when you put it on film, the ceiling, like of how loud that you can put something was way smaller. Oh, so much fucking text. I don't care.
Every city and hamlet in the country. It might be interesting and important for you to know some of the methods used in bringing these drugs into the country, and the work of the forces of law and order, which are daily combating the traffic, always at the risk of life by their agents. This ceaseless
you got a doobie?
drug traffic is directed by the Department of Narcotics, Washington. I've received a letter of vital importance from a member of the Narcotics Bureau. I'm going to read this letter to you. My dear Dr. Carroll, the suppression of the use of marijuana and of the forces lurking behind it are the most important jobs this department is now engaged in. At the outset of this letter, there is one vital fact I would like to submit. There is a powerful agency. I speak of the school parent associations of this country, which can be invaluable in stamping out this scourge. Their help, their eternal vigilance, could be the deciding factor in our fight against it. The weed marijuana is grown in every state in the Union.
Oh shit, oops. Oh. Alright, whatever. Like, that wasn't particularly important. Well, not important. It might have been important, I just don't give a shit. It wasn't entertaining. The text intros must have been a holdover from silent films. Yeah, probably. No reason they couldn't have had a narrator. I think Star Wars was the most famous example in recent times. Yeah, unless there's some fucking A24 film. No. Wait, no. I mean, would you count this where, like, you remember those, like, in, like, the 90s and the early 2000s with those Disney movies, they would have, like, this enchanted text that said 20 years ago or, like, 5 years later or something like that. It was always in, like, those Robin Williams movies. Would you count that? Probably not, but, like, I feel like that's also kind of a remnant from it. Like, people really like putting that stupid text. Like, I mean, they really like telling people, like, that time passed instead of just showing it.
Come on, May, get up.
Old habits die hard.
Time to get up and give this place a going over. Looks like the Marines...
I need a doobie. Get out of bed.
Last night was high enough to take over the Marines and the Navy.
Yeah, not like a whole page yet. No, you know what? There was, I swear there was like a fantasy movie. I think it was Conan the Barbarian that had like the big ass text in it, and that was like in the 80s. But that might have been like influenced from Star Wars. Like I'm sure there's like Star Wars like knockoffs or something, some fuck like that. Like they tried to do their own Star Wars thing that took that from them. I'm sure there is. That has to be what it is. But as far as like the most recent like notable film that's not shitty, then yeah, I guess I would. Yeah, I guess like there aren't many.
Oh, Jack, we can get along without dragging those young kids.
I didn't watch any of these movies. I'm just trying to remember the fucking Nostalgia Critic reviews and just trying to see if I remember any of those fucking things.
Up here?
Oh, why don't you button up your lip?
Ooh, tell him.
About something that was static from the radio.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Conan. It had Arnold in it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like Conan the Barbarian had Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. I swear it did. Arnold Schwarzenegger. To be a little bit more politically correct. Wait, hold on. This shit is in the Library of Congress? Why? This movie's a piece of shit. I mean, I guess it's like culturally significant, sure, but I mean, it's like it's shitty. Oh, this one's great. The Terror of Tiny Town. Now, The Terror of Tiny Town, directed by Sam Newfield and produced by Judd Buell, remains the only musical western with an all-dwarf cast. The film was pulled from obscurity as a camp classic after appearing in a college and midnight screenings in the early 70s. In 1978, it was included in Michael Medved's book, The 50 Worst Films of All Time. And it has since been listed as one of the worst films ever made by Flavor Wire, Rotten Tomatoes, and the Golden Turkey Awards. Melvin DeFleur, I think that's what it is. Melvin DeFleur referred to it as perhaps the worst film of all time, and critic Gabriel Ricard listed it as the worst film ever made, stating, "Not only is it pretty terrible, but Tiny Town is also pretty endearing." In 1986, The Terror of Tiny Town was the first film featured on Cannes Film Festival, a late-night television show featuring the worst movies ever made. We might have to watch that at some point. Oh, I also like this. I like this little piece of the artwork. Yeah, good shit. I don't know. It's like very like punkish. I appreciate it. Oh, I guess there are Doctor of Doom. Ski Fever. Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Oh, yeah. We gotta watch that at some point. The Crawling Hand. Ooh. They saved Hitler's brain. Why did they do that? Untamed Women. Yeah, like that. They treated women like they were like a movie monster. Untamed Women. Beware. Bride of the Monster. Was that actually like a bad? I thought that was like a... Or I'm thinking of Bride of Frankenstein, I think. That was like a good movie. Oh, Ed Wood Jr. Yeah. That's right. I forget exactly what happened in that film, though. Oh, dear. Yeah, Las Vegas Hillbillies. I heard that one was a stinkeroo. Project Moonbase. Rocket Attack USA. Ooh. The Slime People. This movie looks like it kicks ass. The funny part of Schwarzenegger is that Schwartz is German for black, so what does a nigger mean? Well, I don't know. We're gonna leave that up for someone else to answer, because I don't know. This is what YouTube's gonna do to me if I say the answer. Oh, it's also on like this is also public domain. There is a whole Ed Wood movie, like just based around this guy that I gotta check out. There's a couple of movies that I really gotta check out.
Let me loose. Do you hear me?
Lobo hears, but he cannot speak. Lobo is mute.
Because of the storm.
I was afraid you're not going to have guests tonight.
Lobo! You're too rough with my patience.
Yeah, Lobo, you big dumbass.
Already he tires of our humble hospitality.
I said, let me out of here.
At the moment, I'm afraid it is impossible.
Even I can't do it. I forgot how to get you out of here.
Vorna. The name will mean little to you.
And that's why I told you. I hope he blows up. Melt his fucking brain, bro. Whoa.
What are you doing to me?
I have no idea.
Giant. The strength of 20 men.
Or, like all the others, dead.
Uh-oh. Oh shit. Not again.
Turn off the switch. It is strange, Lobo. Our friend always returns home after his long, tiresome swim.
That's an octopus. What up, Rudy? We're watching. Oh, dude, this is right up your alley because we're going through the rabbit hole like shitty movies on Wikipedia. The Monster Strikes 2. It's a fucking octopus. Just like make sushi out of it already. Wow, they look real terrified. Oh, nice. Yeah, what's up, Rudy? This one's Bride of the Monster, 1955. We're just kind of going down the rabbit hole. You know, just seeing where it takes us. It's not even really a rabbit hole. It's more just like an ADHD brain's like it's like the look inside of the mind of someone who's both fucking autistic and has ADHD. Like, it's like a look into, it's like a microcosm of like my everyday life.
What's your name?
You find out.
We will. Hey, watch that cigarette. What were you doing in the
I wonder if
swamp?
he's an alcoholic.
Watch it to you.
That's enough of that, Buster.
No Tanktown jail can hold me. I'll be out of this here rat trap in 24 hours.
That's what you think. Vagrancy will...
Someone needs to tell them about the beauty of deep fried calamari. There's a solution to their monster issue. I actually don't think I ever had the deep fried calamari, but I have had octopus before, and it was actually kind of tasty. You know what? I actually discovered it because I had a friend who was Japanese. I mean, he's still Japanese, but you get what I mean. I used to have a friend, and he was of Japanese persuasion, and people would like kind of make comments about like, ew, that's gross, like octopus, ew, I would never eat that. So I wanted to be nice, and I tried it, and I actually really liked it. And then we became friends from there. And he let me take a little bit of his octopus every now and then. It's really cool dude. I gotta hit him up again. I might still have his email, but we lost contact like a billion years ago. Speaking of deep sea stuff, I am replaying BioShock, and it's so fun. I'm telling you, man, BioShock is fucking incredible. All right, it's never gonna age. It's never gonna age. I played it last night too, but the stream kind of stinked. Good thing Yo-Yo was on there to save it a little bit. But nah, I was lethargic as shit. That was a bad idea.
I'll hold you for 72 hours. Take him downstairs and book him.
All right, let's go. Let's go, guys.
Feed him to the octopus. All right. I wish that shit happened in real life. Like, you just cause too much trouble with the cops. They just feed you to a giant fucking squid. When you beat Bioshock, do Lego Batman or Bioshock Infinite? I said I was gonna do Lego Batman, but I might change the logo on the top left to be like Call of Duty Black Ops or something. I missed the stream. I was too lethargic. I still am. Dude, don't even worry about it. Like, just like it. I was kind of out of it, but even when I was out of it, I managed to beat the shit out of Sandra Cohen. Stupid fucking like fuck that guy. Making us artists look like little man children. I'm not doing anything to help, but like, man, he's like, you know, he's like the artsy type. Like, look at me and how pretentious I am. And I got pissed off about it because it's accurate. All right. Terror in Tiny Town was a 1938 American musical western, blah, 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 blah. Using a conventional western story with an all-dwarf cast, the filmmakers were able to showcase gags such as cowboys entering the local saloon by walking under the swinging doors, climbing into cupboards to retrieve items, and dwarf cowboys galloping around on Shetland ponies while roping calves. It is considered to be one of the worst films ever made. Shetland pony. These things are cute. Uses. Why do I feel like it's dehumanizing to the fucking horses to say like these things have uses, but like they're not human. I don't know. Like that seems very like wrong, and I don't know why. I don't know. Like saying something has like a use when it's like a living, breathing thing is weird to me. It's like a utility. What's up, Jimmy? We're just doing a little test stream. It's nothing serious. We're just chillaxing. Dehorsenizing, yeah, deponeyizing. It's funny, I bring up like the Shetland pony thing, and then Jimmy comes in and says hi. I personally love Sandra Cohen. His stage is my favorite. He's so much fun and so creative. Look, man, look, I'm not saying that his aesthetic is bad or anything like that. I'm sure he made plenty of like masterpieces, but fuck that guy. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about him. Fuck that guy. Like, he's just a pretentious little dweeb. I'm glad I got the shotgun him. I knew you were discussing ponies. It was like a sixth sense. Like you were there. Like you smelled it out. You could sniff it from a mile away. Terror of Tiny Town.
Ladies and gentlemen and children of all
You look like a D-bag.
We're going to present for your approval a novelty picture with an all-midget cast. The first of its kind ever to be produced. I'm told that it has everything. That is, everything that a Western should have. It's a soul-stirring drama, a searing saga of the sagebrush, and it's called The Terror of...
He doesn't even look like a midget. He looks like a normal like ass kid. Is that not one of them?
This picture
Hey, mister, come down here. I want to talk to you.
His hand's on his gun. I wouldn't do that.
Excuse me, there's a slight correction. You mean it is serious?
Sure, it's serious. I'm the hero. After this picture's out, I'll be the biggest cowboy star in Hollywood. Wait a minute.
Get it?
The star in Hollywood.
Who are you? Well, who are you?
I'm the villain. Who did that? The applause is okay. But who laughed? I'm the toughest hombre that ever threw lead. And I ain't afraid of the biggest one of you. I'm the...
Fucking Cartman in the background laughing. I bet it was him. I think Cohen and Ryan definitely explored each other's rapture. Whoa! Yo. Keep that shit under the sea where it belongs, brother. You think it's canon that Cohen... Oh, no, he is. Yeah, no, that's... I think that was a little obvious. You gotta remember, that game was made in, like, 2007. Like, if he acted like that, he was gay. Like, it was just kind of implied.
That's what you think. Yeah, that's just what I think.
Wait a minute, man, wait a minute.
We'll see. Let's go through the picture.
That's a swell idea. let's go through with the picture.
No. I know it's canon. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you, but like I think they were trying to. The fact that he was like he acted a little bit like flamboyant, and he was like a part of like a theater thing, like when they were doing that, that should have been enough to tell you like, yeah, he was a homosexual, because it was just that time period. Like anyone who did that and was like into theater is just like, oh, yeah, you're gay. Like that was just the mindset at the time. Oh, okay, you're good. Don't worry, I'm not even good with English, and I was fucking bored here. You're good. Oh, we gotta show this to Vicky whenever she's around. I think she'd actually get a hoot out of this. The vampire? What the fuck? There's a vampire in this? Why is there a vampire? I don't even know. I really could. Whoa, what's he doing there? Oh, it's a cow. The cow's face. Holy moly. Vampires in My Midget Cowboy film, it's more likely than you think. The fact, you know what, there was already like, oh no, it wasn't already, but like I've already seen a movie where it was Abraham Lincoln Vampire Killer, so you know, honestly, like just, fuck it, like let's just put it there. Who cares? At this point, you know what, why not? Like I'm at the point of my life where it's like, it's not even weird. Why are all the cows like skinny? Like I don't, like, who's raising these cows? They're getting abused. Alright, that was a stupid idea. My mom thought it was cool. This sounds creepy. That's so dangerous how he's swinging that hammer. Oh shit. That dude's jacked. Does that motherfucker have a peg leg? I swear one foot was smaller than the other. No. You are now the villain. Alright, I think there's funnier historical figures to make vampire movies about. I want a Beatles movie where they're the Beatles also about John Lennon's a vampire and Mark David Chapman has silver bullets. He was reading a Twilight novel instead of Catcher in the Rye. I don't think you thought this one through very much. Oh no. Ringo would be a fucking Igor. And then Paul McCartney would be like one of the like if he was a vampire, he'd be like one of those like stupid shitty vampires that sparkle. And George Harrison would be like an omnipotent like Cthulhu demon. Like he'd be one of the like the ethereal gods, you know. He'd be the ones that like fucking like Cthulhu. That's the name. He'd be like Cthulhu. There you go. I don't know how offensive that is because he was actually a very spiritual guy to essentially say that he'd be Satan, but whatever. Not my man Ringo catching strays, dude. No. That would be John. He caught a stray.
Out of your system, maybe you could get back to the ranch.
Sure, Dad. I'm riding back right away.
I want you to go up to North Fork Range, see what's wrong up there.
What do you think's wrong?
I don't know. I was up through there the other day. There ain't hardly a calf on the range. And I don't think cows have quit having families.
Maybe mountain lion's been getting them?
I didn't see any lion tracks.
Well, I'll scout around and see what I can find out.
I don't know, this film actually isn't so bad so far. Why is there like horror movie music in the background like this is like a crime? That's just... What? Oh, oh yeah, don't waltz with him. Go get him. Yeah, there we go. Oh, are they like stealing cattle? Is that what's going on? All right, hold on. The Beatles as vampires and the Rolling Stones are werewolves. I don't know. The Who could be like, I can't think of anything. You know what I'm thinking? They'll be like mummies or zombies or something. Just what the hell is going on there? When does the vampire show up? I'm honestly like not even sure. Fucking John Lennon pops up from the ground. Stop him with a silver bullet. I'm sorry, that's so funny to me.
Here comes Buck Lawson. Hit leather. Leave that iron. I want Buck Lawson to fight.
Sorry, gotta head on. My mom needs some. Hey, thank you for stopping by, man. See you around.
Dad, it ain't mountain lions that's been getting away with our calves. I jumped a bunch of rustlers at work.
Rustlers?
And they left in such a hurry they forgot their branding iron.
T-Bar-P, Tex Preston.
That's the way I read it.
Why, that low-down coyote. I fought Tex Preston to a standstill 15 years ago, and it looks like he ain't learned his lesson.
That Brandon iron fixed things with the Lawson outfit. Now we'll throw a scare at Tex Preston. You boys know what to do. Stay here and watch for my signal.
All right, we're gonna have to save this for another day. This actually looks like kind of an entertaining movie. Oh, they look sweet together, actually. Look at how wholesome that is. He had plans for a multiple series of sequel films, and all Little People cast for unclear reasons. The sequels were never produced. The film entered public domain in 1966 after the copyright was not renewed. Oh, okay, so they just get... I was wondering, like, how this was, like, in public domain, because I think it has to be, like, 100 years for it to be public domain. Some of these I'm surprised that they are. I guess they just never got around to renewing the copyright. Shit, man. Okay. Well, hold on. Why does this chick right here kind of look like Heath Ledger's Joker? I just realized that. All right. All right. I'm going to read a little bit more, and then I'm going to get the fuck out of here because my butt hurts. I got to pee. I got to get ready for work and just a whole bunch of other things. Well, actually... What do you mean, well, actually? Public domain law changed over the years. Oh, okay. I mean, that does make sense. Man, I can't, like, fucking. Used to be a lot fewer years. Yeah, I mean, judging by how this was, I mean, I'm assuming it's like, it had to have been like 30 years, which really isn't shit. I guess they really didn't expect for like things in American media to be remembered very long. I think they just imagined like anything that was made to be like just a trend and a flash in the pan. Disney lores pushed the years longer and longer. Yep. See, I was gonna say, I bet Disney had something to fucking do with it being like 100 years or something. Probably could have a whole bunch of Felix the Cat shit in the public domain, but no, Disney had to fuck that. All right, the Babe Ruth story. Holy shit! Like, you know what? I did read this before. I have read this before, but this is so fucking great. All right. The Babe Ruth story is a 1948 American biographical film about the professional baseball player Babe Ruth, 1895 to 1948, who achieved fame as a slugging outfielder for the New York Yankees. However, most of the film, except for the basic details of Ruth's life and career achievements, was fictionalized. Directed by Roy Del Ruth, the film... Wait, hold on. Who's Roy Del Ruth? Any relation to... What the hell is Sherman Oaks? Oh, he's in Los Angeles? Alright. Any relation to him? Hold on. Maybe there isn't. I don't know. The film stars William Bendix as the ball player and Charlie Trevor and his wife Clary Merritt Hodgson. Clary Merritt Hodgson. Hodgson. Jesus Christ. The film initially received positive reviews, but modern-day critics have faulted the film's heavy-handedness and direction, and it's said to be one of the worst films ever made. All right? In 1906, at the Baltimore waterfront, 11-year-old George Herman Ruth Jr. is taken away from his abusive father by brother Matthias? Or maybe it's like Matthias, or something like that. I don't know, or maybe that's spelled differently. I don't know. I'm gonna assume it's Matthias, and goes to St. Mary's. When George is 18, his incredible baseball talent gets him hired to play for the Baltimore Orioles, I think. And during the interview, he gets his Babe nickname. Babe becomes a successful baseball player and is soon sold off to play for the Boston Red Sox. After a bad game, Babe wonders what went wrong at a bar until Claire Hodgson tells him that when he pitches his curveball, he sticks out his tongue. He continues his success, landing a new $10,000 contract. He finds Claire, but she gives him the cold shoulder. During one game, Denny, a sick, paralyzed kid, and his father watch Babe Ruth play. When Babe says, "Hiya, kid," to the boy, the child is miraculously cured and stands up. Oh my goodness. That's fucking awesome. Babe soon becomes a player for the New York Yankees. During one game, he accidentally hurts a dog and decides to take the dog and the dog's owner to the hospital. Okay. Did this actually happen? I don't think this did. Like, this already kind of sounds fake. After Babe argues with doctors that a dog is the same as a human, the dog is treated, but because Babe left a game to do this, he gets suspended from the Yankees? Yeah, see, this is exactly why I think this is fake. I don't think he's stupid enough to do something like that. I don't know anything about Babe Ruth. Was he stupid? I don't know. I don't think he is. I'm just going to assume he wasn't. Because it's kind of just... It's like rude to assume otherwise. He gets... Okay, so a depressed Babe finds himself at a bar, and amidst the crowd giving off negative vibes, he starts a fight with one of the gamblers who tried to make him throw the game and gets arrested. Soon he decides to play Santa Claus at a children's hospital, where he runs into Claire again, visiting her nephew. She tells him that his actions affect the children of America, and Babe decides to keep that in mind. Man, this story's like all over the place. Miller Huggins, the same man who suspended Babe, fights to bring him back to the Yankees Why? Why did he fight to bring him back? He fucking left. He no-showed. Alright, whatever. He fights to bring him back to the Yankees as the team has had a bad season. Babe is soon brought back. I know it says because it has a bad season, but would you trust someone who no-shows? Would you trust that? Whatever. Shit's so stupid I needed a Mountain Dew. Babe is soon brought back, and the team wins the World Series thanks to him. With this, he and Claire get married. Soon after, Huggins dies of pyemia. Should I show this off? Maybe there's going to be some nasty ass... Oh, I guess, never mind. I guess this is the nastiest picture you're getting. A type of sepsis that leads to widespread abscesses of a... Oh, sorry. Sorry. Medical pictures. Sorry. During Game 3 of the 1932 World Series, Babe gets a call from the father of a dying child. What's up with all these, like, sick kids in Babe Ruth's life? Were any of them even real, or were these just, like, figments of his imagination? I'd like to think that Babe Ruth just, like, told him the story, like, how he wanted it to be told. And then, like, the director just had to take all the blame. He promises the father that when he goes up to bat, he will call the third shot, and the ball will land at a certain spot. All of this will be for the boy. During the game, the Babe does exactly that, and the boy hears the news and starts to get better. What the fuck? Like, like just like Babe is just miraculously making children like not sick anymore. And Babe retires from the Yankees at the age of 41 and takes a management position with the Boston Braves, even though they want him to play in games despite his age. During one game, Babe gets stressed out and can't continue playing and retires from baseball after that game. Sadly, that means he goes off contract by retiring during his time with the Braves and is fired from anything related to baseball. Later, Babe complains of a neck pain and soon learns that he is dying of throat cancer. The news of this leads fans to send letters telling Babe that they care. The doctors decide to try a treatment on Babe with a chance that he'll survive. As Babe is taken to the surgery, the narrator gives words of encouragement to baseball fans, crediting Babe Ruth for America's love of the sport. I don't even know if that's true, but we'll see. Wait, hold on. Wasn't Joe Jackson, like, wasn't he fucking, like, before Babe Ruth? I don't know. Production, here we go. Like, this is like the juicy shit. This is like where like the actual all the like funny shit is, typically. During the 1940s, numerous film producers attempted to adapt Ruth's life into a biopic. Mark Hillinger tried to purchase Sandy Mock and Hal Levy's script, King of SWAT, in 1941. Ruth himself later offered to sell the film rights to his life to Republic Pictures in exchange for $150,000 and a percentage of the film's gross. Although studio head Hal B. Willis rejected this deal after months of negotiations, the rival Monogram Pictures agreed to it. Sports writer Bob Considine was subsequently hired to co-write both an autobiography and biopic screenplay with Ruth. So I'm assuming, I was just joking earlier that Babe Ruth wrote the story and then the producers had to take the fall. Now I think this is starting to sound like that's what actually happened. Ruth originally wanted to appear as himself, but his declining health made this impossible. Producers subsequently considered Orson Welles, Jack Carson, Dennis Morgan, and Paul Douglas for the role. Upon learning that Carson would not be released from Warner Bros., Ruth chose Bendix. The casting was criticized because Bendix did not resemble Ruth, although the producers claimed that this was because they wanted to hire a professional actor rather than a stand-in. What the fuck was he, like, known for at the time? Hold on, who's Bendix? What did he get? What was he known for? Dude, oh my god, he looks like the fourth Stooge. A blue-collar character, though. Oh, hold on. Where is Wake Island? Okay, so he had like he was the best supporting actor. Okay, so he was known for shit. Okay. The Glass Key. Interesting. I mean, I don't really recognize these movies, but... Oh, Calcutta? Oh, okay, I think that was like an actual like famous movie. Alright, so like he was actually in some shit. Okay, fine. I mean, was it famous at the time of this release? I don't know. Who knows? I'm sure I can look it up. I just don't feel like it right now. Charlie Root, Nana Bryan, Barton Yarborough. Yarborough. Wally Scott and Paul Breyer were also originally intended to be in the film. Root claimed that he declined because the film portrayed Ruth's shot called at the '92 World Series, which he himself had pitched with the Chicago Cubs inaccurately. Okay. Wait, did I just see the Babe Ruth story? Yeah, the Babe Ruth story right here. What, did you watch this? Did you think it was a piece of shit or something? Apparently it's one of the worst movies ever made. I mean, I didn't watch it. It's strange that this piece of dog shit isn't fucking public domain yet. It's actually kind of shocking. I don't think anyone would even care. Like, who's losing money on this thing? Like, this isn't exactly a cash cow. The production was shot on location primarily at Wrigley Field in Chicago. Other locations included St. Mary's Industrial School for Boys in Baltimore, Fenway Park in Boston, Yankee Stadium in New York City, Forbes Field in Pittsburgh, and Comiskey Park in Chicago. No, I didn't watch it. Yeah, this is the Babe Ruth story, but like I didn't like. How do you know about the Babe Ruth story? I'm curious. The film was rushed to release following the news of Ruth's declining health and makes no mention whatsoever of Ruth's first. Oh my God! So like. Oh my, wait, hold on. This is fucked up. Wait a minute. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, okay, let's just picture this. So like as he was making so as the film was being made. Oh my God. So Babe Ruth had, I'm assuming, throat cancer if that part of the film is accurate. So, he had throat cancer and the film ends with him getting the throat surgery and like what, so it was essentially like, oh, get better, Babe Ruth. You can make it through. Yeah, you'll. And then he dies. Oh dear. Oh, he died 3 weeks later. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess he was okay when the movie came out. I don't know. I don't. That just seems like really weird. I feel like that's just poor timing. Like, because eventually when he does die of his condition, like, it's going to be awkward. Like, it's going to be a tough watch. Some contemporary reviews were positive, with Bendix drawing accolades from a number of critics for his performance. Variety called the film interesting if semi-fictional, writing that it combined warmth, tears, and chuckles into a film that will sustain audience interest. With a performance by Bendix that it had a lot of heart. Harrison Reports called it a highly successful picture from the box office as well as the entertainment point of view, adding that Bendix handles his part with skill and restraint and that a few people will come out of the theater with dry eyes. Oh no, few people will come out with dry eyes. Box Office also ran a positive review, like great warmth of his constant down-to-earth humanness and appeal to every taste and age, calling Bendix's portrayal flawless. Oh, wait, hold on, what? Okay, I was just wondering, like, what, is this all just like a bunch of positive shit? I thought it was like one of the worst movies ever made. Hold on. Shirley Povich of the Washington Post called Bendix a believable Babe Ruth who, saddled with some of the worst lines and situations ever handed to an actor, waded smartly through the mess and gave the screen its best baseball picture. Hollywood didn't have to take all that license with it, but the nice thing is that the story... Woof, 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 woof. Yeah, you hear the dog in the background? That's what I gotta deal with. Alright, the Hollywood didn't have to take all that license with it, but the nice thing is that the story of Babe Ruth is too powerful for even Hollywood to mess up more than a trifle. Negative reviews, oh here's the juicy shit, cited the film's moments of heavy-handedness, lack of good baseball action scenes. It's a baseball movie with no fucking baseball in it. And dubious portrayal of Ruth as a childlike, kind-hearted oaf. Yeah, wasn't he like an alcoholic most of the time? Something like that. Like that's what from what I understand. Bosley Crowther of the New York Times wrote that it had much more the tone of a low-grade fiction than it has of a biography. It is hard to accept the presentation of a great, mawkish, noble-spirited buffoon with William Bendix gives in this picture as a reasonable facsimile of the Babe. Crowther also found it a little incongruous. Okay, a little incongruous to see a picture about a baseball star containing no more than a minimum of action on the playing field, and most of that studio action, which is pretty phony and absurd, or patently phony and absurd. John McCartan of the New Yorker also panned the film, calling it saga with bathos. Bathos, hold on. A failed attempt at pretend. Oh, ooh. Bathos, Jesus Christ. Writing that Bendix handles a bat as if it were hard to manipulate, as if it were as hard to manipulate as a barrel stave. Even with a putty nose, Mr. Bendix resembles Mr. Ruth not at all, and he certainly does the hitter an injustice by representing him as a kind of Neanderthal fellow. Jesus Christ. Yeah, bathos means, as far as I'm, like, from what I'm reading, it's like failing to describe an amusingly failed attempt at presenting artistic greatness. If I see my fucking channel leaked anywhere, like, if it's linked anywhere on that Wikipedia article, I'm gonna find you and kick your ass. All right, I'm gonna kick your ass 100 times, and then on a random day that you're never gonna expect, it could be like the very next day, or 5 years from now, or like 20 years from now, if you're still fucking around. If you link my channel to that Wikipedia page, I'm gonna kick your ass 100 more times on a random ass day after the 100 times I already gave you. Otis Guernsey. God, these fucking names, dude. This is America, man. Like, what is your excuse? Otis Guernsey Jr. of the New York Herald Tribune wrote that the movie has been sentimentalized out of possibility of simulating a film out of all possibility of stimulating film biography. It would be hard to find a more colorful American figure than Babe for a motion picture documentation, and it would be difficult to do a worse job with him than has been done here. Ooh. Well, who are you talking to? I'm not linking anything. I'm just putting it out there because there's gonna be some fuck that will do it. It's probably my ex. The Monthly Film Bulletin of Britain wrote, the film illustrates the American habit of canonizing baseball players, for apparently Babe Ruth did not only perform remarkable feats on the film, film too, remarkable feats on the field, but also performed miracles by curing the sick and the crippled. This power is demonstrated 4 times in the film. Oh my god, it only said it twice. Like in the Wikipedia article, it happened 4 times. That's incredible. Each in an increasingly embarrassing manner. And William Bendix portrays Babe Ruth about his half-witted giant without any redeeming pathos. More recent assessments have been overwhelmingly negative. The Providence Journal writes that it turns up on nearly every list of the worst movies ever made with good reason. In an interview with Dan Shawn, of the Boston Globe, Ted Williams called Babe Ruth's story the worst movie I ever saw, while the Washington Times stated that the film stands as possibly the worst movie ever made. The film has been called one of the worst sports films ever by Newsday and the AV Club, and called one of the worst biopics by Movie Phone and Spike. Wait, Spike? That one? That's so disrespectful. I look up Spike and it says Paramount. That's so disrespectful. Michael Salter included it in his book, The Worst Movies of All Time, and Leonard Maltin called it perfectly dreadful. Alright. Oh shit, the Jackie Robinson story. Is it any better? Reception. Racial signal. The film received critical praise and fared well at the box office. The integrity of Mr. Robinson himself. I mean, it generally seems like a very, beloved film. Just generally. Oh, now that's tough. Jackie Robinson story. Oh, it's a public domain. Cool. All right. I think that's enough for today. My butt hurts. I gotta pee. And, that's just about the size of it. Thank you all for coming along. Oh, there we go. Thank you all for coming along. I enjoyed myself. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Anyone that, I don't think Beatlemaniac ever came back. Well, she can always come back as a replay gang. See you guys around. Yeah, we're definitely going to do this more. I just got to make my Wikipedia layout a little bit nicer to look at and cleaner. Maybe add in some background music, but I'm not exactly sure what yet. We'll see. All right, catch you guys later. Peace.